Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. His guys fell short last week after a victory in the opener. On the Cowboys side, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. He's going to try and take off with it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarvion overshowed. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
At the 33-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
I can remember last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games. So they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now Ben Johnson's talked it over with his guys upstairs, and out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
23-yard line.
So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They go draw here. Blue. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
A 39-yard gain on the play. And the Bears first down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. They go to Johnson again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They give up the middle to Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2nd and goal.
Johnson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal, as they've got it as we resume action. He'll try and do this himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. And Walker has it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. To the left side into the hands of Odunze. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Running is Monungai. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And the Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
On the ground, it's Monungai. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Kyle Monungai, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kick feels good.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel.
They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Pressure, and he's taken down. Bears sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop it.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
4-yard lead.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The guy's man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards. And the Bears first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And that nearly intercepted. A free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. They'll run Manungai. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Santos on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. That's to the running back, Jimden Blue.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And the Cowboys
back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's now
2nd and 6.
On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to clear things with his legs makes things difficult.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On number 11. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll go take him down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Blue. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Tackle made right at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
They'll try to run again with Blue. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 48.
Now Blue trying the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Gets it underneath to Blue. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
That'll be complete to Blue. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. He'll try to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good.
Here's Monangai. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Mozzie Smith there to bring him down. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They'll run here with Monangai. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
10 more yards. Complete to number 15.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And the Bears gain of 1 yard.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Roma Dunze from 17 yards out. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Get there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Gets past one man. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 of the 25.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and
looking to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack at the 16-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Second down.
On second down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This offense so far on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bears' 26-yard.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And that's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Richie Grant on the cover.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Here comes third down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's
back to throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 2nd and 10.
no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock, work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 12. He'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
74 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Bears, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.